Okay, I should be live. Am I not live? Oh, I'm live. Apparently I am live. Let's see if okay, so just as for some context, I'm using OBS. I finally downloaded it and I'm like, okay, let's use this to start streaming, right? But there's a bit more work involved. It's kind of changing the way because now my phone is the camera. I had to use something called Camo app to set it up in connection. My fucking laptop, there's like a wire connected to my phone, to my laptop, to the mic. Like there's a bunch of shit going on. But the point is, hopefully, you can all see me. I mean, what the fuck, not see me. Well, see the content. And zero views right now, as expected from my top tier channel. Let's see if I can hear myself. Oh, we can hear me. Wonderful. Oh, that's perfect. And I'm gonna keep my tablet open for the time being, just to make sure that, and let's say if I do get a chat, that it is also reflected in OBS. But yep, drawing from imagination. Now that my phone's perpetually charging, it actually makes things a lot easier. And the only limitation is my imagination. So, okay, let's continue onwards with this. And okay, what did I want to do here? And the quality looks pretty good actually. The frame rate looks pretty good. Everything overall doesn't look like garbage, which is a really big step towards excellence, right? The first step to not being shit is to not be shit. So, and now I'm visualizing. I'm visualizing everything. Holy shit, I see everything. Oh my god. But I really like how this guy turned out. Um, I don't know shit about lighting, but maybe we can. Right? Is that does that make sense? Right? I just need one fucker to come on so I can be like, hello, and to see if OBS reflects that fucker coming on. Is this gonna make it better? I don't know shit about lighting or shading yet. Keyword power of yet, right? So damn dude, my fucking, let's see. Yeah, my my lines are so bad right now. Uh Again, as long as you form indicate it should be fine. But I don't think it really makes much sense. Jesus Christ, bro, none of this is working at all. But he does look more intense now. I guess you could say he definitely looks more intense. And we'll leave that as it is. I don't know what the fuck I did here. Pretty sure there should be a shadow here for his hair. So let's add that. Where is my light source? Where the fuck is my light source? It's okay. Lighting is a few years from now. We don't have to think about lighting just yet. But just for the sake of pretending like I understand lighting, let's just do something like this. All right. There should be somewhat of a shadow right around there. Okay. That already looks way more three-dimensional, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I want to create some sort of satchel here, right? There's gonna be a fireplace here. I'm trying to do a curvilinear perspective. It's actually, you know what? Let's be honest. It's not a curvilinear perspective because I completely forgot about this. This should have been going. This pole should have been curving in like this. This guy should have been curving in a lot more. So fuck the curvilinear perspective. Let's just make a normal 3-point perspective, right? Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. At least, I mean, we have no choice now, so that's what it is, right? For anybody who just joined, look, my new streaming setup. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But we need to start establishing some more elements on the screen, right? This guy's this is supposed to be a chili dog. That's what fucking what was that piece of shit's name? Silver Comet. That's what he wanted. It's one of my fans, as you could say, right? But why don't we just ignore everything and just create some wood, right? I wake up with wood every day. Why not reflect it in my drawings? We again, I need to obviously just focus. My main focus is just think about the perspective while I create. Uh, yeah, just think about the perspective. Literally, keep thinking about the perspective whilst I draw whatever I draw, because that's really the only way to constantly, and it's a lot of thinking. So my goal is really is just think very very intensely. Dude, I think OBS is gonna make my life a lot easier when it comes to streaming. Holy shit, this is actually insane. How yeah, how I can just see my own drawing and the camera is nice and clear. This is perfect. YouTube is ass. Fuck YouTube. YouTube streaming is absolute fucking garbage. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is so much better. All right, but please do monetize me as soon as you're able to. What the fuck was it? Suzanne? Is she still in power? I don't know anymore. Suzanne Woobity Gubbity? I don't know her last name. I just know it's a long ass name. She was a Jew, as I recall. But actually, is that a Jewish name? I don't know. It might have been fucking some sort of European name. But let's see. And I'm just kind of experimenting with patterns because it's kind of just what is wood, right? Truly a question of all time. What is wood? And we shall have, like, we see this shit in wooden patterns, right? This stuff occurs. We I do want to finish this though. I do really want to not finish it, but I do really want to spend a lot of time trying to visualize that. And we're just gonna leave this as is for the time being, right? Maybe we'll even add I mean, like, after I finish this, we'll leave it because wood takes time. I think any man knows that wood takes time. So it's just about letting it marinate. I have a couple stories in mind that I want to give to this character. Ooh, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Yeah, I have a couple stories I want to give to this character. He looks like a dwarf, Viking, many like a bunch of, like, old man wise, all that shit, right? So I want to make sure that there's an appropriate connection being made there when it comes to just the sort of life he may have been living. I mean, he already looks pretty intense, right? He already looks pretty intense. He looks like he's been through quite a bit of shit. And I just want to reflect that in the atmosphere. So obviously, what I want to do is, okay, add some, maybe some sort of battle axe somewhere, right? We want the campfire. We want his bag, which is full of shit, right? I'm still trying to figure out a story. Is there a dragon or something in the background? Do I know how to draw a dragon? Absolutely fucking not. I don't know how to draw anything, but I can believe and try. We can try. But right now, the only thing that matters is just constantly keeping the overall grand perspective in my mind, right? That's the sort of, and it's very difficult. Like, when you're focusing on tiny details like this, it's so easy to lose all semblance of perspective. But, and it's just happened 5 times while I've been talking, but this is the skill, right? This is the skill that we're building, which is to see perspective while we're drawing, right? To zoom out and see the entire perspective, even while we're focused on these probably really unnecessary tiny details, let's be honest, right? Don't really know where the lighting's coming from, but again, we can probably create a little bit of grass here, right? Just for some sort of, the fuck, what the fuck am I trying to say? What the actual fuck am I trying to say? Yeah, create some sort of grass here to ground it. Yeah, to just ground the area. And usually we'd see little grass pieces here as well, right? Sticking out of this. And I don't want to rush it, so let's go a bit slower, right? Because at the end of the day, these are basically just thin planes on top of yeah, these are just thin planes on the ground plane. Like, this is the ground plane, right? That's the perspective. Vanishing point is roughly here. Well, it's here for this character, it's here for this thing, but this is like the horizon line that we've established. right? This thing's vanishing point somewhere here. So it's all over the place, which is good because this is practice into actually understanding what and how elements are placed on a screen. I need one fucker, just one fucker comment so I can know that my OBS shit works, bro. Please, please. I guess not. I just need to make sure that, and like, yeah, grouping elements helps, right? This sort of little abstraction for grass I got from Arthur Guptill's book. Arthur Guptill's book, right? Hold up, let's add a shadow here because this actually would have a shadow. That's why it looks off. Again, not that I really understand shadows, but it's kind of like we can think about how we've seen stuff like this before, right? Like we can think about generally, oh yeah, shadows have existed in this way at a specific time and point in life, and I can be the one to bring that shadow to life. It's so beautiful, right? We can even add like a little flower. See, I keep losing the perspective, right? But we can just add like a little flower. That's cute, right? There you go. And the thing is, like, funny enough, even with just stuff like this, composition is involved, right? You wouldn't think it, but it's like, how do you compose these elements in a way that's sort of pretty, right? How do you do it in a way that's kind of like, oh, yeah, it looks nice. No, like, should it be more grouped together here, more spread out here, right? Should we have some sort of bush here, right? Is that is that okay? And in these bushes, should there be little, I guess you could call it berries, right? Is there I can't even fucking speak. Is there I'm funny. Are there little shadow pockets, right? We All questions to ask, none to answer, at least not proficiently. But hey, it does create, I'd like to think it creates a decent amount of visual interest, even if the visual interest isn't anything special, right? And the thing is, there's so many other ways apart from what I'm showing to actually draw greenery, right? We could even do something like, I don't know, like, cause it's all about symbols, right? So the more symbols we have in our, it's basically like perspective tools, all that shit. Like the more symbols, more tools we have in our tool belt, what the frick, tool belt, the more we can draw with realism, right? So it makes sense that here things would be more in shadow, so it'd be more bunched together, right? That just makes sense. Same thing here, you know? And then as we spread out, maybe there's just a bit more light. So we can allow ourselves to make it seem not as intense, right? That's just me thinking out loud. Dude, please. Is this a fucking horrible time or something? It's 6 on a Friday, EST. There should be people here watching my content. Not because I actually want them to watch my content, but because I need to make sure I can see comments on OBS. I hate all of you. I hate every single one of you. God damn it. Right? That does look like a bush. And maybe we can add a little bit more highlights. Uh let's see. I do want this thing to remain as is. So what could be done in the background here? Well, actually, this is where scale comes into play. It should just be like, there you go. See, it's just like, okay, cool. We have, at least I'm trying to think about the fact that there are, just And maybe this can be a much bigger one. My lines need to be much more intentional though. And they need to be like I need to break them apart a bit more, right? See, like that's not bad, but we can even do something like because it's about the dimensionality, right? So there you go, something like that. I mean, it's not anything fucking incredible at all, but we can even add little berries, right? And again, we can lots of shadow here. It doesn't make sense for there not to be shadow and things to be bunched up. You know, I like this. It's very whimsical. Creates like your own little world, right? And just like that, we can just keep going. But does it look realistic? Maybe, maybe not. But I guess realism, as Antonio's always saying, like Antonio Stapertz, if from Artwad, is like it's not really about realism. It's just about believability, and I guess that relatively looks believable. Again, I don't really know the shapes involved with greenery, but it's nice to experiment, right? But I just obviously need to make these a lot better. These are fucking horrible, bro. Jesus. Right? Less lighting here, or less light here. So it allows it to be spaced out. Here, not so much. Right? And then we slowly bring it together. There you go. I think it's starting to spread out a little. Hello. Do I see that comment? Okay. Well, hello, Osign, but why the fuck is it not showing up on. Why is it not showing up on OBS? The comment. Now that is something I need to know. Okay. What you drawing? Well, I was just drawing greenery and the wood here, but I'm also have a new recording or streaming setup. You probably can't tell at all because it looks the same, but it's just oh shit, there it is. It's just cleaner. But you see, I can see that now, right? But I'm just trying to see why I can't see the comment that you left. Can you hear me? I assume you can hear me. Yeah, I'm drawing greenery. I'm drawing this. Can this be seen? I fucking hope this can be seen. I have a new streaming setup that I'm testing, but why is it not working? What the fuck? What happened to my chat? Oh no. Bruh. Damn it. What do I do now? I accidentally got rid of my chat and my views and all that shit. Oh god. Studio mode. That didn't make any difference. Turn off studio mode. Okay, that didn't do anything. No, I don't want to stop streaming. Settings. Appearance. Yo, my guy, give me the fucking. Give me the chat. Video hotkeys. Where's chat? Can I do chat hotkeys? This is a bit of a fucking. I'm derailing. Oh no! Good luck figuring that out. Kaizaki-kun, floor art is fun. Hey, Kaizaki-kun, I don't think I've seen you before. Fuck it. You know what? I'll figure out the streaming shit later. Whatever. Okay, well, at least everybody can see me. How's it going? Are you a new subscriber? Nice to meet you. Right? Got any ideas for me and this kind of stuff I can just draw? Right? Got any ideas? I'd like to know. Are you a new? Are you old? Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to ask. Right? There you go. Add some dimensionality to this. Right? Let's see, something like that as well. Doesn't look anything actually amazing, but it's nice to try to figure things out. It's the most important part. There you go. That's a bit better. I'm older than human life herself. Impressive. Right? I've been fed the propaganda that life was a man, but here you are defying all odds. Impressive. Concerning, actually, you zealot. Or is it zealot? Either way, you must be burned at the stake for going against the current narrative. But nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on my stream. Actually, I'd actually prefer if you didn't come on my stream, but thank you for joining my stream. I'm so funny. But let's see. Uh, we'll leave this for now. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. So we're going to come back and we are going to think about this now. But yeah, are you a new subscriber? Are you an old subscriber? I am very curious. I'm genuinely very curious as to how people have been finding my channel because I'm literally a hashtag small YouTuber, right? How does a channel like this get discovered? That's what I want to know, so I can just abuse that and keep doing that same thing over and over until people leave me because they're like, I didn't sign up for repetitive content. But until then, I will continue to be repetitive content. It's the game plan, right? I lost the perspective there a little, but it's okay. Just gonna bring it back. There you go. Trying to create a nice little handle for this thing. Uh, okay. Well, Kaizaki-kun fucked off, so I'll remember this. I'll fucking remember this lack of engagement. And when I am a huge YouTuber, you can be like, ah, that's the guy who won't give me any attention anymore because he's too good for me. And then I'll respond and be like, I am too good for you. I did all of this to prove you wrong, and you'll be like, that is pathetic. I cannot believe your entire life was based on this one moment. And I'll respond with, me too, thanks. Glorious, glorious. Oh, fuck me, it's off center. God damn it. This is what I get. This is what I get. Let's see. So we want something. And sometimes we want. Oh, fuck me, it's off center again. The page itself, I just noticed. This is why I like OBS, because it shows me this stuff, right? But, it's unfortunate because. Actually, which one's my printer? I can unplug my printer. Ah, it's this one. So don't need that shit. There you go. All right, cool. Now my iPad should be charging. Wonderful. Everything is working. Yes. Cool. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's charger. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue drawing. I did want to think about something, so we have to really think about something. It's a pretty profound statement. I did try, but let's see. So this doesn't make any sense because it's hanging on to this. So what we need is something to ground this. I know spacing's all over the place, but that's a bit better. That is genuinely a bit better, right? Now I just want to think about how God, it's keep fucking moving the page around. Okay, I just want to think about how do I want this thing to look, because that is important. We can start with this, I assume. This is the important part where, there you go, something like that. Because I'm just basing this off of I'm just basing this off of what I've seen in basically anime, right? Like kind of trying to remember what this stuff usually looks like, right? And going from there. Let's see. If it ends up being wrong, it ends up being wrong, and I'm okay with that. something like that. The thing is, the beautiful part is it can be squished. We have rights here. We're allowed to squish things. And then we can do something like this. Which isn't too bad. Right? Okay, that's not that good. So that was a mistake. Trying to figure out the logic here as I go about it. Okay, so that was obviously a mistake. But what do we do when mistakes occur? I think the best thing to do is just assume I'll never be good at it and then just give up. Because I think that's what the education system has taught me. And I myself am an avid believer of its properties. Oh, sorry, I'm an avid proponent of its properties, right? But see, what I was trying to do was not this. So now, what I have to do is change this, or I could just fucking try to play along with it. Right? Sure. That works. That works indeed. Ta-da! We have figured it out. And then there's usually like a little fucking string or something here. And then we can just I hope it's starting to make sense that this is literally just fuck me, that was a mistake. That this is just a bag. A big beautiful bag. Right? And then see I keep losing the perspective, but this is good because I can force myself to zoom out. Joom. All right. Yeah, dude, I really am one of those artists where I just go from place to place. I clearly don't have a goddamn set idea when it comes to like okay, we're gonna stick to this one thing, and then we're gonna do this one thing, right? Okay, and now we want this. Okay, I'm gonna have this be something that's wrapping around it. Whee! We can just bring this out. Oh wow, that actually really works out. There you go. Let's see. There. Okay, let me move my pen back and also keep thinking about the perspective while I'm at it. I actually have no idea how long the stream's going for because OBS doesn't tell you how long the stream is going for, apparently. Let's look. There's absolutely zero indication how long I've been streaming. Isn't there? I don't see it. Is there? Oh, wait. Oh, half an hour. Never mind. 28 minutes. Cool. Cool. That's fine by me. That's fine by me indeed. Half an hour for this garbage and this garbage. There we go. That is how we win. That is how we win. Cool. There you go. If we want to make it more legit, there you go. So now you see it's coming around. I did not expect to be able to draw this, I'll be honest. And then again, I never expected to be able to draw any of this. So we just got to keep thinking, right? Just keep thinking. And then there you go. Uh, oh, it's the other way, but fuck. It's okay. It still looks relatively legit, right? That's we'll just have to make it like a bit awkwardly shaped. And there you go. And we'll just have it. It's like a squished up bag, right? We want to we want to like it's very clear that we're not dealing with your average super bag anymore. For you see, just another Team 4 star reference I like to cheekily throw in there. It's not cheeky at all. It's actually pretty fucking obvious, but you know. There you go. That's nice. It looks like okay, it's containing a bag. That's pretty cool. And we can throw in a little string. I do want to have a little gesture. Oh, and that makes it look like shit. Okay, well, I already kind of fucked it up, so let's just make it look a bit more intense than it actually is. There you go. There's like a bunch of string muddied up in there, right? I'm sad, man. I really thought I'd have viewers this time around. Give me some sunshine. Give me some rain. Oh, so sad. I was gonna be like, oh, they've been waiting for years, years for me to pull up. Ask and ye shall receive. Well, apparently those who receive stop giving a shit about the receivement, the shipment. I don't fucking know. They just stopped caring. They stopped caring. They stopped caring. Well, I would hope they would stop caring. Haha, get it? Cause like yeah, cause Karen. Like I would hope they would stop acting like a Karen. Okay. Well, this is why I don't have viewers. But again, what when in doubt, cope it out. It's okay that I don't have viewers because I'm future casting, right, Hormozy? I'm future casting. You piece of shit, you lied to me. Oh shit, I am still here listening. Oh, thank you, Osin. Or Osine. Haha. Haha. Thank you, Osine. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. What do you think so far? Kind of fancy, right? Got a log, you got a bag, you got a log and a bag, right? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right. Okay, what else do I want to do? I mean, I want to do a million things, but I gotta obviously start establishing the perspective a little bit better. Ugh, bless me. Okay. Let's see. I want something here, but what the fuck do I want to do? What do I want to do with this piece? I have no idea what I want to do with this piece. Let's start wooju woojuing. That's my noise for visualization. Wooju 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 wooju. Okay, I got it. Let's fuck it. If I don't know what to do here, I might as well just. Yes, it looks high fantasy. Thank you. I'm the high part, and the fantasy will figure it itself out. Hui 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 hui. I'm so funny. But I guess I'm just gonna fuck around with this guy until I figure out what I want to do. Right. Let's give him some buttons. Right. Let's give him some cute little buttons. There you go. Done. It's a masterpiece. I've done everything I could. Okay. I don't see like I didn't really practice figure that much at all, so I don't know how to draw an ass. Like, how's this ass gonna connect to this? Okay, so we do have the pelvis, so we could do something like Okay, so his shirt is coming around and it's covering here, so I'll do something like this, right? Because we want to indicate that he's sitting. I'll do the same thing here. Now this is actually really fun to try to figure this out. Not gonna lie. So it's like, okay, we kind of established this connection here. And then we can say like, okay, there's little wrinkles, right? But he's sitting on the fucking log. His ass must be gigantic. Look at his head. It has to be at least twice the size of his head. At least my ass is the twice the size of my head. So it comes from bodyweight squats, but I'm sure he's been squatting bare in his timeline or whatever this universe is. But how do you draw an ass? How the fuck do you how do I show that he's sitting? Okay, well that's not where the butt should be attached. Oh, this is not good. Let's just give him a belt in case everything goes to shit. We could just hide it behind the fact that the belt is the problem. You don't understand. He was wearing a belt. That's why he looked stupid. He was wearing a belt. Maybe this is just the texture of his clothing, right? Um, who actually knows what that is? To be honest, who really knows? This is why we need to learn figure. This is why we're not learning figure. Is that a fucking diaper? It looks like a fucking diaper. Bruh. I mean, technically, I know that pelvis is a diaper shape, like when we think about the simplest shapes, but bruh, I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to build Dapper Man. Plus, isn't that copyright? Daft Pilky already did Super Diaper Baby, so maybe this is just Super Diaper Baby but grown up. Yeah, dude, I love that shit. Anybody remember Andy Griffith? The butt, the butt books. Anybody remember the butt books? I'm reading them right now. The day my butt went psycho. It's fucking sick. It's actually really good. The butt. Words to live by. Okay, dude, his ass does not look normal. Like, let me try something. Okay, we have to think about the perspective. The main thing is always, obviously, the perspective, right? So that's a bit better, right? We could just say this is like a little leather stitching. They have those. Something like that. That's a bit better. But again, perspective. I actually feel like I fucked up the perspective here somehow. Hmm. Yeah, well, it's what it is. Let's just close this off. There you go. So it's like he is sitting on it. And actually, I'm just trying to think. Because it should not be this fucking retarded. But I guess it is. Kind of works. We'll leave it to rest. We won't press too much. Right, he's got a little knee brace. Thankfully, I do remember a little bit about perspective. Right? So it actually does look a little bit believable. Okay, we can agree that it looks a little bit believable, right? Nothing incredible, but thankfully I do remember the general connections that occur when it comes to like the figure, right? I did practice it for 6 7 hours total. Okay, maybe like 10 hours total, right? Which I know in the grand scheme of things isn't much at all, and I haven't practiced it in months, right? But and I haven't been thinking about the mannequin while I've been doing this, not really, right? So we can be honest about that. But it does look relatively believable. Relatively, again, not completely, but relatively, right? And we're just gonna foreshorten this because it's the leg, right? And I could have made that a lot more proper, but I'm just experimenting with little kind of like knightly shapes that I remember, right? Like this could look like a little knee guard type thing, right? It could, and I'm just trying to replicate that. And I know my lines are fucking abysmal, but feels good, man. Feels good to try. There you go. That already looks kind of cool, right? Here we have Sir Worthington the 15th. It's a pretty shit name. I'll come up with a better one. Sir Goobity Gobbity the 7th. So there you go. That's a lot better. There you go. Yeah, that's his name. Goobity Gobbity the 7th. Right. He goobity too hard, which is why he's missing an arm. You don't want to know. You don't want to see him when he gobbities. I really do deserve a lot more subs. I'm too funny for my own good. Okay. So let's see. These are like how do you indicate leather? Draw a pigeon. Hey, it's the fuckhead himself. Silver Comet, where have you been? Oh, I've been with a top hat. Draw a pigeon with a top hat. You know what? Just for you, you piece of shit. I'll do it right here. It's gonna be the most actually no. You know what? Just for you, I'm not gonna do it. Even better. You always come in. You fucking distract me from my main goddamn drawing. How do you draw leather? What kind of material did they wear back then? Right? What kind of material did they wear back then? You know what? Let's make this armor. I think that bit of detail maybe will make it a bit more enticing. How do you like my new setup, Silver? Can you tell the difference that it's a bit cleaner and like I'm using OBS. Things should be a bit better now. There you go. But to be honest, I can't even tell the difference that much. It's just a lot more convenient in the fact that I don't have to check my phone for the timing. Got it. Make sure. Got it. Got it. Make sure it looks clueless. Okay. You know what? I will. I will remember this. Not now, not tomorrow, not even next stream, but I will remember this. Let's see. Okay. Oh well, we have overlapping. We have to make sure that it's very clear that this arm is over that. There you go. And obviously this shoulder needs a lot more line weight. Like a lot more line weight, right? There you go. That looks a bit better. The texture of leather in drawings has textures of black with a little white, if that helps. Yes, I noticed the desk is more organized. It's all closer now. Yeah, that's the thing, is the fact that I have it like I downloaded something called Camo. Okay, I downloaded OBS, then I attached my phone to OBS, and then to have my phone be the camera, there's something called Camo app, right, which essentially uses your phone. It syncs your phone as the camera and the audio, and then I sync my audio as well, like my mic, that lavalier mic that I'm using, connected all back to OBS, did a bunch of test streams, and now everything's working. Talk right now. Please go away, heart. Can you please? No, I cannot. I cannot. I can't do that right now. Okay, cool. There you go. She will probably say you're a piece of shit, and I'll respond with a heart. I mean, I already responded with a heart. So, anyways, anyways, okay. Leather is mostly black with a bit of white. I think I know what he's talking about. So it's like this, right? It's like we have these shapes. Right, and that's the black. And then the white is in between. So I think I get it. I think I relatively get it. And it all depends on wrinkles as well. Like we could make it a lot more intense because it's all dependent on lighting as well. Listen, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I do like how it can possibly come up. And obviously, it also be based on the contour, right? There you go. And okay, well, that's the thing. I have to think about this. Thank you, Silver. I don't know if this is gonna look good when I color it in, but I do say thank you, because oh, my sister just wants my help with something, and she said I can do it after. Cool, but I already like this in terms of the graphic shapes. Now let's just fill it in, and obviously that's another skill, is making sure that I can fill in with my brush pen accurately. Without fucking things up too much. Good old Silver Comet coming in clutch as always, right? Cool. Thank you, Silver. This actually looks pretty decent. And yeah, okay, let's just keep going. But yeah, I guess in regards to what I'm just thinking about right now, so I guess I should explain. I'm essentially always trying to see this as like a box and those as boxes, and I'm just trying to constantly keep that and this as a box and like these as boxes, and I'm trying my best to keep that in mind as I continue drawing, because it is, and like always, even within what I'm drawing right now, it's like holistically zoom out and think about the entire perspective and everything within that perspective, and then also zoom in while drawing and think about the form of what you're drawing, right? So okay, this doesn't really look like leather, but I'm still glad that I tried. I'm still very glad that I tried, because it's fun to try. It's also very fun to fail, because then it's just you get the opportunity to ask questions like, okay, why didn't this work? What about this? Is there too much white? Do I need to fill it in a bit more? Right? Is that what it is? I just need to fill it in a little bit more, right? Because I don't know, am I not following the form correctly? Let's see. Well, I know it doesn't look like leather anymore, I'm well aware. But either way, I'm just glad I'm trying. I'm just glad I'm trying. Why does my voice sound like that? Either way, I'm just glad I'm trying. I'm just glad I'm trying. I guess we'll connect this because that was a mistake that I made. Does it look like leather? No, because I feel as if there's something missing here. Some sort of connection. Something like that, right? Something to really connect it. Does not look like leather, but we'll figure it out. I think it's too much white space, actually. I actually think it's too much white space. Then, like, again, I want to be very clear. I don't know if it's too much white space. I am simply postulating that it's too much white space. Right? There you go. Maybe something like that. Who knows? But it does look like a different texture now, which is cool. Right? We can definitely agree that it looks like a different texture. Maybe we need this to be a bit cleaner. Okay, well, either way, let me continue onwards with this because I really like what I was doing here. Let's see, let's make that more three-dimensional. And let's add some straps. Jesus, this angle is so difficult to draw in. Cool. Same thing with the other side. Okay, well, we have that leg. We have leg number one, which is good progress. In 52 minutes, not bad. We have leg number one, right? Let's close this off. Just want to add a little bit more greenery. And we will let's close that off. Does he really look like he's sitting on it though? No, he doesn't. He really doesn't look like he's sitting on it. His ass should have been here. That's where it should have been. So the thing is, well, now we know the big mistake was actually that we misplaced the log, right? The log is too far back. So that's fine because that's just what it is, right? We can even have see, where's my fucking light source? Literally, where's my light source? Okay, my light source is here somewhere. So we can add a bunch of these closed off. Let's just, make that darker. And okay, if my light source is supposedly coming from here and here, it's all over the fucking place. There's no proper light source. I just need to think about it generally now. Is okay, then there you go. And we'll just have that be the shadow. Sure. And we can actually just bring it down here as well and just there you go. See? I think that kind of works. I don't really understand shadows that well, so maybe it doesn't work. Probably doesn't work, let's be honest. But it's okay because we can just continue drawing, right? Just follow the form. It's like Dorothy following the yellow brick road, except she's blind and she doesn't know what a road looks like. That's basically drawing. This is in a fucking nutshell, to be honest, right? There you go. This is decent texture variety. Decent texture variety, right? Cool. All right, we actually made some good progress on this area, and a little bit of progress on this area. I'm actually more obsessed with what I'm currently practicing right now. My backlog is like 3 weeks ahead again because I've been drawing properly a lot more structured. Right, the butt fuckery known as September and October is over with all my birthdays and my friends' birthdays and all that shit. So we're back, baby, we're back. But probably should draw the shoe. Right, draw the shoe. What does the shoe look like? Draw the shoe. What did shoes look like back then? This is ye olden man. So, well, again, thinking about perspective in mind, right? Uh, is that what fucking shoe looked like back in the day? That's not what a shoe looked like. I was actually trying to do something else completely. Uh, is there a way to fix this? Is there a way to fix this? Because I was not trying to do that at all. Fuck it. Just there you go. And we will the most fucking retarded shoe known to man. We'll make sure that he's purposefully these are the Yeezys of the olden times. My lines are so ass right now, bro. We yeah, this I wanted this to be something completely different. We can actually make them a bit more fancy. Eh, there you go. Ta-da! This is not what I meant it to be at all. It looks so fucking dumb. Holy shit! And it doesn't even make sense. Why is he wearing shoes? Why the fuck is he wearing sneakers? Oh, okay. You know what? Just because of that, we're gonna have to make like some sob story behind it. These are actually metallic connections because he doesn't have feet. There you go. And we'll just color this in. With the beautiful coloring ability that I've brought forth. Bro, this is so fucking stupid. This is so bad. When in doubt, just form indicate, right? Ta-da! Oh. Should have went for sandals. They're prosthetics made of wood. Yeah, honestly, should have fucking went for sandals. This the thing is I've actually drawn shoes very well before. I simply wasn't thinking. And there you go, drawing is thinking, right? If you're not thinking, you're not drawing. So there it is. Eh. There. Something like that. Just add really unnecessary details. Let's put the fucking I was gonna put the I was gonna want to put the Nike logo, but then I was thinking of the Harry Potter logo. That's how you know I'm fucking stupid. He stepped on a splinter when he was young. Exactly. Here. Ye olden Nikes. This is the Nike logo, right? There you go. And you know, just to fuck with people, we'll type Yeezys here as well. Eh, Yeezy. There you go. Yeezy Nikes on his left foot. Ta-da! Rational thought is not his forte. Exactly, exactly. And he was a child, so can you really blame him for being retarded? The answer is, well, you can blame any child for anything, right? That's how they grow to be damaged. So just continue on with the tradition. There you go. All right, mate. All right, we got a butt, we got some feet, we got some logs and some grass, and we got a little bag thingy, right? Now this is the moment where champions are made. So I have to think like a champion, I guess. I always fucking figure something out. We can't really complain. That's literally drawing. Right? Fuck, that was an accident. I'm just trying to add some grass here. Because obviously there has to be a bit of an indent where he's stepping. I like thinking about this stuff because the thing is, it's very difficult to try to figure out perspective already, but then having to think about, oh, there we have to think about like how somebody's body interacts with the world, right? Because it does. Like we interact with the world when we step on something, shit comes out of the way. Silver Combat. He was considered damaged goods when he was young by his parents. I don't even think his parents considered him to be alive. So that's why. Think about it. His hands messed up, right? He doesn't have his right arm anymore. Well, that didn't happen when he was a child, but it might as well have, right? He was born with a beard, actually. What the fuck did I name this guy? Goobity Gobbity the Seventh? Well, I mean, you can tell how much his parents love him by the name he was given. He lost that title when he became a, a decided to art. Thus, his father called him a disappointment. I think you're trying to say once he decided he became dedicated to art. You need to fucking up your grammar game, bro. What is wrong with kids these days? But one of my there you go. Again, just little grassy grasses. There you go. So it's like yes, he's stepping. He is vigorously stepping on grass, right? And I don't think we need to do anything more than this. I think we get the point that he's stepping on grass, right? Or the land. And obviously there's more shadow where he's stepping. He autocorrect does it by itself. You sounded like a Looney Tunes character for a second. Really? That's all, folks, right? Like that. I can still do Lilo and Stitch. Oh, Hannah means family, right? And family means nobody gets left behind. So that's always fun. But see, I didn't even think me being able to do Lilo and Stitch was a big deal until all my friends started laughing. They're like, "Do it again, do it again." I'm like, I can milk this to the ground until it get tired of me. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so now I need to see why my mom called me. You know what? Fuck this. It's been an hour. It's been an hour and 4 minutes of the stream. You know what? I'm gonna call it here. I don't even know if OBS stopping the stream is gonna work properly or not, but I think this is decent progress, right? We created bushes. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Might as well just add a bunch of grass and stuff. This is the most. Oh, dude, that does not look like it's in perspective at all. I just took that in. Like that does not look like it's in perspective. This right here, his foot is supposed to be a lot smaller. It's not even. Yeah, it's not in perspective. Oh my god. Oh no, it's not in perspective. That foot completely. I'm pretty sure it breaks the perspective. Pretty sure it does. I think I have a strong sneaking suspicion that this fucking foot breaks the perspective, and like the sizing is all messed up and shit. Yeah, except in the movie, Lilo goes to a foster home and Stitch becomes a lab experiment. Then the sister goes to leave her sister for college. I love that part of the movie. They finally all got what they deserved. They calling me because they're home? I'm just thinking about my parents. Don't mind me. But as a good son does, right? This is why you have to think about the fucking perspective, everybody. Because you see how it all got messed up? You see how it all got messed up? That sure there did. Right? This has to be a lot bigger than those. Right? It's important to set scale. See, I don't think that foot is in the right perspective at all. Like, I genuinely think that's completely fucked. I genuinely think that's fucked. Okay, it's like, because let's think. That's the horizon line. Where is this going? This is going off the. That, it's fine. It's okay. It's allowed to go off the horizon line, but the box is the problem actually, because it's literally like it's like this. No, wait. I'm thinking. This is the horizon line, and yes, like feet are allowed to move. They just have to move on the plane, right? Like if we were to make it like this, it would be. But something like this is broken. This is definitely not right. I'm pretty sure it's not right. But I mean, I think we got some nice grass here, right? Some bushes. I mean, I'll try to make it work. I'll try to make it work. It's fine. Like I'm okay with the kind of like the whole thing being a bit broken. I'm fine with that. But let's see. I think I fucked this up too. Why don't we just finish this off? There you go. It's like this. There you go. Okay, now we know that this is hanging on to this. At least that works. Okay, we can still make this work. The foot is off, and we can just ignore the foot, and that's fine. But I'm gonna call it a stream, right? Again, art takes time, right? I literally just did this part of the bag, this guy's foot, the log. I finished the log, some grass, and his feet, and his butt. But no pun intended. That was pretty good. That was very enjoyable. I just think I need to. There you go. Emphasize his buttocks, something like that. Right? Yeah, it'll work out. This is fun. I did try to think as much as I could. Maybe really not as much as I should have, but that's the power of drawing from imagination. You just keep fucking it up until you get it down, I guess. But does this look like it's in scale relatively? Does it look relatively believable? Relatively, yeah, relatively believable. All right, cool. Oh yeah, Silver Comet says pigeon. Hmm. Okay, just for you, next stream, and I know you'll pull up next stream because you're such a number one fan, right? I'll draw the pigeon like right here somewhere. Okay. So, and you want it to look retarded, right? What was it? You wanted a top hat, and you wanted to make it look like it doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So, just for you, I'm not only will I draw a pigeon, I'll look up what a pigeon actually looks like, and I will do my best to not bastardize it. Right? He even said, yeah, pigeon with a top hat. But yeah, next stream, next Friday, hopefully. I don't know. It seems I'm doing Friday streams now. I didn't even want to stream today, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's figure out OBS. Let's get it going. and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, that was I'd say that was a good stream. I had fun. I mean, at the end of the day, I drew and I had a good time, and I was just figuring things out, and that's that's good. That's anything but bad. That is actually wonderful. That is fun. That is fun. But yeah, I hope everybody who's here, i.e., Silver Comet, and I think Osign is still here. I hope you guys enjoyed the drawing so far. Let me know what you think of it. Right? Do you think it looks presentable? Right? Does it look like something that you're like, wow, I could see this being realistic and real? Right? That's I know this is off. I'm pretty sure this fucking that foot is off. Let me see. It's just, if anything, it probably just needs a little bit more shadow, right? Hmm. Uh, I still think it's off. I still think it's very off. But that's because these aren't connecting either, to be honest. You know what? I'm not gonna overwork this. This actually looks completely disconnected and disjointed from the like the from the rest of these things, right? It looks completely disconnected and disjointed. Honestly, it looks like you can yank it off. His leg looks so weird. Yeah, I agree. Like it literally looks like you could yank it off, and that's because this stuff doesn't. I just didn't draw it very connectedly, right? Like, and I don't know like anatomy properly at all. I literally barely. I did. I mostly practiced the head, the torso, and the pelvis. I did not practice the leg at all when it comes to anatomy because obviously I'm going to go through the figure road sorry, not anatomy, figure, because I'm going to go through the figure road properly like a year or two from now, artwad. But right now I'm focused on mech, and then we're going to do yeah, we're going to do the cute bots for like 6 to 8 months until I can draw mechs really, really, really well for imagination and rotate them, right, with all the hinges and pivots and all that stuff. And then we're going to go back and try to do as much of the beginner roadmap and finish it off. And then we're going to do portrait roadmap and then figure roadmap. Or I might do dragons as well. But I think drawing people is obviously the main thing. So that order might go around. But, patience, right? The fact that I can even draw something like this while having zero understanding of figures is good in and of itself. Like, that's actually a pretty fucking strong testament to understanding form and perspective. But yeah, with that being said, some good shit. Some good fucking shit, right? This something like this 5 years from now is gonna look 10 times better, anyways, because I'd definitely be able to draw proper figures, dynamic figures, and portraits by that point. So this is without any understanding of drawing faces and bodies. So not bad. But yeah, anyways, with that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. I mean, I hope OBS stops the stream. I don't know if this is gonna work, but yeah, I'm gonna have maybe I'll just start jerking off on camera. Anyways, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. Thank you.